Modesty can be such a difficult topic to address, but I'm going to attempt to gently touch on it a little bit here. But before I do, Eve and I are going to enjoy some time at Lake Michigan, and at the end of this video, a little bit of modest fashion inspiration. Well, you can be the judge of that. What are you getting? Oh, you can eat those. I don't like those. No, so Eve and I are going to be headed to the beach here in just a little bit. It's actually only 10:15 in the morning. Our secret to enjoying the beach minus the crowds is to go in the morning. Of course, going to the beach definitely puts the topic of modesty right at the forefront of my mind. It has been something I've been very passionate about over the past maybe 3-ish years. So I am going to kind of talk about that a little bit later in this video. Psalm 93:4 says, "Mightier than the thunders of many waters, mightier than the waves of the sea, the Lord on high is mighty." We are so blessed to be just a few short miles from the Lake Michigan coast, as the crow flies, of course. It's about a 15-minute drive to get to our favorite beach. Today, the water was really calm, but sometimes it can be absolutely treacherous. It's amazing how these waters, no matter what state they're in, can just be so peaceful. Every time I see our beautiful inland sea, it points me to our Creator. Psalm 89, verse 9, "You rule the raging of the sea. When its waves rise, you still them." We definitely enjoyed the calmness today. It was such a fun time. So Eve and I had so much fun at the beach today. We stayed for about an hour, came home, ate lunch, and fed the horses, again, the two that need a little extra feed. Did a few chores, and then we went to town and ran some errands. We are back now. You're so cute. So beach days always bring the topic of modesty to mind, and I promise this is not going to be me being the modesty police here telling you what you should or should not wear, but I do think this is a topic that is not often talked about enough, or when it comes out in conversation maybe in a negative way or a legalistic way, which is definitely not where I am going to be coming from. So modesty became a much more important topic to me personally, maybe about 3 years ago. Before that time, I always thought that I dressed pretty conservatively overall, but my problem was that I would compare my standard to the world's. So I would think, well, my hemline is longer than what the world says is okay or acceptable. My neckline is higher than what the world thinks is okay. And at some point, I began really thinking about this a lot more and started to study the topic and study scripture pertaining to modesty. As I continued my study and talking with my husband, also had a lot of really great conversations with my then teenage daughter, and realized I was going about this modesty thing all wrong. I needed to be comparing my choices, my clothing choices, to how God would have me dress, biblical principles, and not comparing them to the world. As I was getting some cleaning upstairs done this morning, I had a few more thoughts on the topic that I just wanted to cut in here and add, just to make sure everyone understands that I am not here making a list of modesty rules for everybody, but just sharing my own personal journey, my own convictions, and challenging you guys to do some digging on the topic on your own, and to remember that as we work on improving our outward modesty, we should be working just as hard at improving our inward modesty, that gentle and quiet spirit that the Lord calls us as Christian women to have. Through my time studying, I definitely started to make a very, very major switch, a shift on the clothing choices that I was making. I pretty much stopped wearing shorts altogether, and for the most part, I don't really wear jeans much anymore. I'm not going to say that they're wrong or sinful to wear. I do still wear them, especially for equine activities, horseback riding, depending on what I'm doing with the horses, when we're baling hay, because safety is extremely important to me, and I have gotten kind of hung up and twisted in a skirt or dress and seen that happen to other people as well. So outside of that, though, I do usually wear skirts and dresses most of the time. And I'm not really gonna dive too deep on the topic. I did do a lot of research on the history of fashion and how we got from where we were to where we are now, and it's really interesting. So if you wanna dig into some of that, do it. It is fascinating. But my biggest thing is just that I wanna challenge Christian women, Christian moms that are raising up young girls, teenagers, that we really need to start taking this topic seriously and dressing in a way that honors the Lord, in a way that keeps our bodies covered, not out of shame, but just out of love for God. I thought it'd be really fun at the end of this video to share some maybe fashion inspiration for you guys, some ways that I have shifted my wardrobe to a more modest option. As a former skinny jeans and t-shirt and hoodies kind of girl, obviously denim skirts were a very quick go-to, but I'm still searching for the perfect denim skirt. So if you know of one, please let me know in the comments below. Of course, as a country girl, I love pulling out some of those old-fashioned, more prairie-type vibes. It's just fun, you guys. Most of these skirts you're seeing right here, I did thrift. Although it is getting a little harder to find modest pieces at thrift stores these days, I still love looking. Another great thing that I've learned is layering sundresses. This is a sundress with a crop top over top of it. And of course, this staple denim jacket. I actually have never had a denim jacket until I started wearing dresses. They are so fun to layer over like a t-shirt type dress and just all kinds of different things. And the more dresses I get that can go good with my cowboy boots, the better. This was another thrifted dress that I got. It was a little low cut, so I did wear a t-shirt under it for layering. And this athletic skirt I got on Amazon. It was the perfect outfit to go mini golfing with my husband. This dress was a splurge for sure. It was for my daughter's wedding last fall. It was absolutely stunning. And of course, if you're gonna spend a lot of money on a dress, you need to wear it more than once. And this one was screaming for a photo shoot in the fall on my horse. My son Elijah took a few pictures of us on a very cold fall morning, and don't worry, the dress came clean. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9 says, "Likewise also that women should adorn themselves in respectable apparel with modesty and self-control." I hope that this video has inspired you a little bit, that does not mean frumpy. It doesn't mean that we have to wear a uniform, but we are free to exercise our own style within the perimeters that God has given us. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.